Maserati Rick was a pretty cool guy. I liked him. He was mellow, down to earth. He was friendly to anyone and anybody. He wasn't out there to hurt nobody, but he didn't want to be hurt. He would help anybody that asked for help. One of his friends said something, pissed me off, and he tried to step in and calm things down. But like I told him, you don't step up for no one unless you're willing to accept the ass whooping that he's finna get. And he told, what you talking about? I said, you need to look behind you. Two of my friends was back there with their hands underneath the coat. I was like, yeah. I said, man, we don't want no trouble. He can't be no trouble. That fool right there didn't know how to speak when he accidentally bumped into me. So, well, man, you must don't know who I am. You finna become a dead man in a few minutes. My boys pulled down their gun, and I already had mine up on the sling, because I always carried a sawed-off shotgun on the sling, and I had 44. Those are my two favorites. But that's only when they had the control of his boys. So basically I stepped into him real quick, flung him around, put the knife to his throat. And I said, now, that's how quick you would have been dead if I wanted you dead immediately, because I like to use a knife. He said, man, Dennis, man, we can work together if you just give me time to speak with you. After about 5 minutes of us talking about bullshit like that, he decided to speak with me. Well, I decided to speak with him. We went and got into his Benz and we sat there and talked for a few minutes. I said, no, man, this is too crowded for me. You know, I'm tall and, you know, I'm 220 pounds at the time. So, you know, little Benz that he had was small for me. I like small vehicles. I hit my Cadillac at the time. We talked, he was telling me about himself, about what he do and so forth, and that he could get me down, put me down, but he would like to use me as a bodyguard.
Did he tell you his name?
Rick Carter. He said, you might have heard me, they call me Maserati. So I don't pay no attention to what people say on the street. Only fools do that, because you can't get a rep with me by, oh, my name is this and that. Show me who you is and step to me like a man. You can't step to me like a man. I don't want to hear nothing but, well, read about me, my rap. Your rap ain't shit to me. You bleed just like I bleed. If you kill me, I don't know it, I'm dead. But if we gonna fight, most likely, I'm trying to take you with me. I ain't going to hell by myself.
So what happened that first day you were with Rick?
He gave me $600 to hang with him for a couple more hours, so I let my friends go. I told them, man, y'all go here. I'm gonna hang with this fool and see what he about. Maybe we could rob him. They were like, okay, man, cool, because we know that he sell drugs and stuff. I said, yeah, I've been hearing that too. So we hung, and he took me up into this his car wash. He was trying to show off, you know. Well, that's what it was, showing off that he got a business. They took around there to his store, he owned it. So we leave. He said, man, you know, I'm steady moving up, man. I'll be moving up real quick soon, but I want to know what you be willing to be my bodyguard. I said, how much you talking? He said, man, I'll give you a couple $1,000. Just hang with me. Make sure nobody, you know, do anything to me. I said, what about my friend? He said, man, I just want you. Thought about it. I said, okay, cool, but when am I supposed to get this money? He pulled out $2,000, gave it to me. At that time, $2,000 for just hanging with this fool? Cool with me? One time he wanted to do some work with me, and I told him, you ain't cut like that, Rick. That time it was Big Ed, handsome, and he wanted me to go with me. I said, man, it ain't gonna work out, man, because you ain't cut like that, dude, where you could really step to a person and take it to him with a knife or a gun. You probably could shoot him from a long distance probably he'd get away with it, you know? Like, no, man, I'm down with you. I took him with me. We laid out in the bushes. Because when he jumped over the banister and ran through the back, that's the only reason why he survived. Because I had shot at him, caught him in the top part of his underarm because he was like this and his hat came off. I went and grabbed his hat, put it on, and told his friend and them, the fool wanted his hat, tell him come get it. I walked around with his hat on for about a week.
So this prior to you meeting the Brown brothers? Or don't?
This was in between.
Okay.
I wasn't with them, but I was meeting them, talking, but we never did anything together. Until this jumped off. That's when Reg was like, man, how'd you let that fool get away? I said he didn't. His friend jumped down behind him. That's the only thing saved him. Because I don't kill somebody that I wasn't going after. And shooting them would be wasting bullets. I wasn't getting paid to do them. Like I said, Mike the Colombian had quite a few guys that came up with him. And they all didn't stay at Rick's place. He had brought up several girls with them. They was more like their translators. Because like I said, most of the guys, they didn't even speak English. Those that did speak English were like always talking about, you get girls. Ooh, we party, you get girls. Like, the girl would always translate, well, they want to come party and they want to see how we act up this way. They want to get to know us. They hear good things about how we, putting out so much keys that they selling to us and so forth.
How many keys a month you think best friends are doing at the peak?
About 20. To start off. Yeah.
And
then later on they moved up to more because the first 10 they got, the first 7 they got from Maserati Rick, but then they needed more because
no, when they
expanded
were,
out.
They got with the Colombian. Didn't you say at one point they get 200 or 300 a month?
The first one was 100. They gave bought half and got half on assignment. But then the Colombian turned around and let them walk with it because of a hit they did for him. So they said, we clean record. We like you two guys. You two guys are scary looking. Have the type of heart to really do great bodily harm to anyone, unless they tried to do something to him. Other than that, he was basically trying to help anybody and everybody in the neighborhood.
By putting them on with drugs.
Well, that was the thing back then. Everybody was, basically had to do something. The job was basically nothing there. Chrysler wasn't hiring. They were doing more laying off than anything. So basically, people had to find a way to survive. To survive, they sold little drugs here and there to help pay their bills. Those that got hooked on it got into it even deeper. Once you get hooked into selling that and you see the money coming in and the flow of it, you hooked. You don't want to stop now, not even to go get you a job. You hooked. So that's when I said, well, I'm not going to get like that. But Maserati Rick, he was always giving me, like a half a bird, this and that, and I was basically cutting it up, giving it to my friends to go sell and so forth, so we always had money. The Brown brothers, they was, that time, getting a couple keys from Maserati Rick. They would put on good fronts, that they, oh, you my best friends, But deep down, I could see that they regretted the point that they had to go to him because everybody know him. Maserati Rick this, so Maserati Rick that. It was an ego trip. They knew he was making money, big bucks, bringing in all the cash, money, girls, everything. They wanted that.
Maserati messed up and let Boone meet to connect.
That was his problem. At the apartment, Maserati Rick introduced Boo to his Colombian. It said connect. Boo making his connect with him. And Maserati Rick don't even feel it. He should feel, I feel it. How Boo talking to the guy and then how he looking at Maserati Rick like, watching him make sure that he don't say nothing to interfere with what he trying to set up with the guy. The guy want us to come over there and do a hit. So basically, Maserati Rick basically said, yeah, my boys could do this. That's when I noticed Boo was like,
yeah, you didn't really work for him. You
right. That's what the whole thing was. That see, they didn't really work for Maserati. They were just doing hits for him because he would pay the money for us to come hang with him and so forth and do this and that. So I peeped the move when Boo looked at us. Okay, Boo could have just played it off. Yeah, we work for him, this and that. But he basically like pulled it up and just sat there like. Then he noticed me looking. He sort of like softened his grin up like. Hey, big Boone, baby, let's go out and said, ride around. Me and him leave. That's when he tell me, he said, man, I'm finna make a move, man. I'm gonna get the money together and we gonna buy our own shit, man, so we ain't gotta buy from Rick no more. We're gonna get it cheaper.
How much were you guys or them getting from
The Colombian had told Boo, you get 150,000 together and we'll sell to you. We'll start you off. We even give you double what you want. Boo accepted that because now he could buy the dope and get more than what he had cash for and pay the rest on assignment, knowing damn well that we gonna be doing hits for this Colombian sooner or later. And sure enough, we did. We had just got through arguing with that fool up at the club, and I can't remember the name of the club. Like most of the clubs, like I said, we went to so many clubs that half the names I don't even recall them. This was near downtown. Ed had stepped in, and we was in the middle of the flow, coming towards the door when Ed came
all
in.
these big drug dealers are.
This was where most drug dealers hung out at. They came there to, get the show on with the jewelry, with the clothes, with their cars. And from that point, we would drive over to the island, and everybody be riding around with their cars, showing off their cars, their clothes, their jewelries, and their women's. And Ed had stepped in. Rick had said, man, that's that motherfucker right there, man. I don't like him. I said, so what's up? He's talking, man, that's the one that they call Big Ed. He think he the shit. I said, why you and him beefing? Well, it's personal, really. I said, why? Oh, y'all fucking around with the same girls or something, huh? Man, no, I said, well, whatever, man. What you want? Boo had stepped up and told me, yeah, man, that's that fool, man. Let's take it to him. Right here? Rockin' Reds was like, hell yeah. Oh, God damn. Both of these fools. So we stepped outside. Reg had already started jaw-jacking to Big Ed, telling me, yeah, you ain't nothing but a punk, man. You ain't nothing but a punk mother. And, Ed get high on his own shit. He was high. I know he was low because he ain't got nobody but him and two guys. There's about 6 of us, and we all armed to the T. Only reason we didn't shoot it up in the shop was because the man that ran the place, owned the place, asked us not to. He said, man, come on, man, don't do this in my place, y'all, come on. So we said, we take this shit outside. Ed and them had already stepped out the door and broke wide for their car up on the hill. We had to go around to the side to get our cars. By the time we got our cars, because Rick had parked his across the street though, so me and Rick got into the Benz before they got into their 5.0, the red one. So we started speeding around the corner trying to catch Big Ed. Now we seen him taking off, no, it was black. We seen Ed taking off. We trying to speed behind him. We flying down Jefferson doing hundreds. I mean, at 5.0 at that point in time, got up and got the hell on. 5th precinct's right there, Jefferson and St. Jean. We flew past there like, you got about 5 cars flying past. But at Algonquin, Big Ed turned off. We was a few seconds behind him, but when he turned off and he hit Fuse, that's where we lost him at. Because he must have hit and hit. Later on, we found out what happened. He turned the corner, turned and pulled up in somebody's driveway and pulled behind their house. So when we come down the street, we looking up in the driveway, we just don't see him, but we don't see no lights up ahead. Now, I ain't know when the hell he made it to that next corner. So we thinking, well, maybe he didn't turn. Maybe he went to the next street. So we backed up and went down that street. We still don't see him. For about a half an hour, we rolled up and down there trying to find out how did he get away from us? We don't find out until the next day when they put word out that, yeah, they pulled behind the house and watched us dump and watch our dumb self running around looking. He was like, man, I'll get Big Ed. He ain't nothing. I said, okay, dude, but you better watch your back, dude. That dude getting high on his own stuff. He ran around here looking for you. He got so-called hitmen out there looking for you. Those that know of me, they gonna try to catch you without me around you. Those that know me, they knew that I was always strapped to the T, and you shoot at me, I don't run, I'm sorry. I'm gonna pull my gun out and shoot back. Because even if you hit me, I know I ain't gonna miss when I hit you. I don't miss what I'm aiming at. So, we still together for a week. After that, I'm sitting at the apartment. And I wake up. I'm watching the news. So I'm talking about Maserati Rick was shot at the car. Hey Rick, they told me you was shot at the car wash. And I don't hear nobody's voice. So I go back there and look in the bedroom, he ain't there. He left before I woke up. Boo calls me, tells me, man, they just shot Rick on the west side, man. Where the hell was you at? Right here at the apartment where he left me. I ain't got no car, I ain't got nothing. I'm sitting here. I've been riding with him. Well, we on our way to pick you up, man. We got to do something about this. Cool with me, let's go. They came down, picked me up. We left, we went and picked up 3 more carloads and guys went to the west side. By the time we got there, everything was cleared out. We still rode around the car wash looking. We rode up and down the streets. We stopped at the fish shop. We listened to what people were saying and so forth. Then they were saying, I forgot the guy name that's supposed to have shot him, but they said, yeah, man, he shot him, man, and Rick didn't do anything, man. Like, what? Where he at? They say he at the hospital. So we went to the hospital and talked to him. Boone and them had put men throughout the area to make sure nobody sneak up on us. We go up there and they don't want us to really talk to Rick. But we talked to Rick anyway, tell me, we got to get you from this hospital and take you back to the east. We can't do anything on this side. So Rick told the people that he wanted to get transferred to the other hospital. They did. That's when the word was that they were still looking for Rick. But at that time, Boo was pissed off like, hey man, the word on the street that we bitches. That's what he's talking about. They shot Rick, man. The word is that we ain't doing nothing to protect him. We let Rick get hit. They treating us like we ain't nobody, man. And Rick talking about don't go after the people. I said, where you hear this from? He said, man, Rick just told me this. So I said, well, Rick don't want us to go after him. We just wait till he, get better with him. He said, man, fuck this. Rick showing signs of bitch. I said, well, Rick ain't no bitch. It's just that he just more laid back, dude. He gonna think that I'm planning out what to do. I'm feeling Boo all the way, telling me he don't want to wait. So I knew something was wrong. So I go down there to the hospital, and when I'm on the side door, Boo pulls up. I'm like, what the fuck? He steps over and said, man, what's up? I said, no, what's up on you? He said, man, I thought you was going to stay away from Rick. I said, no, Rick's still paying me. Man, he can't be paying you laying up in the hospital. And plus, the guy said that as long as we pay his bill, he don't care what happened to Rick.
Oh, the Colombian.
Yeah, the Colombian said as long as somebody pay that bill, he don't care what happened to Rick. I'm like, basically, the Colombian is saying that he don't give a fuck if you do something to him and then. He said, he didn't say no word, he just looked at me. He said, man, who you down with? Us or him? I looked down, I said, I'm down with whoever got the money. And you should know that. He said, well, that's what I'm trying to say, man. We got money, man. We trying to move up. And Rick making us look bad. So we go upstairs in the hospital, and I turn around and leave back out. I said, fuck this, I'm going back downstairs, man, because I don't know what the fuck you got on your mind, Boo. Boo come back and said that problem is taken care of.
Officials say 2 men were seen near his room when the shooting was discovered.
Really, we don't have a whole lot of details other than the fact that some people saw 2 men.
We drive back over on the street where I was staying at the time, and that's when he said, man, this between me and you, man. You gonna hear about it on the news anyway. Boo dead. I mean, excuse me. Miles is dead, man. We want you down with us, Boone. We want you down with us. I said, what you mean down? He said, man, we give you the dough, we give you whatever you need, we help you get up, and you need money for anything, plus we still want you to do hits for us and go on hits with us. I said, man, I'm down with whoever got the money. He said, okay, that's all I want to hear, baby. Because he took care of me very well. I don't say took care of me. He gave me enough money to where,
Right at the hospital.
well, he gave me the money there before he went into the hospital. Because I had told him, I'm down with whoever, take care. He said, well, Rick ain't paying you. He gave me a wad of money, too. Down, it's $10,000. I walked in, then I turned around and left back. I said, man, nah. I turned left back out and went back to the car. By the time he came back to the car, he was like, everything is cool, man. I said, man, you want your money? He said, no, man, that's you, man. You down with us now. Of course, later on when he got to the house, that's when he told me what went down between him and Maserati. He was like, everybody gonna think that that jerk did it, man. So we clean on this. But we gotta go to the funeral though, dude. Make sure, that people know that we there. We still bagging up Maserati in life or death. I was like, man. He said, man, we gotta show. We don't. People gonna start thinking that we had something to do with it.
So you made it. You actually in the news clip of the funeral. You're visible.
Yeah. As you seen on the DVD, which I didn't even know people was taking pictures of. That was like, if I did, I would have had my hood up. But I had it down at that point because I wasn't aware nobody was taking any clip shot.